Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for night number 2 of the Dirt Leagues Australia Alpha Finance Midget Speedweek. Tonight we come off the back of an Knoxville Raceway night number 1. Now we come to Lanier National Speedway, and already the track is very, very slick. At the moment we now just await on qualifying, and once again we've got a server full of drivers trying to take out round number 2, or night 2 I should say, of the Midget Speedweek. You'll see the top 10 qualifiers coming up on your screen. So we'll try and keep an eye on who is where in regards to and who is on track as well. Of course, the number 9 machine of Jordan McDonnell, runner-up last night at the Knoxville Raceway. Of course, Joel Berkeley getting the spoils and, well, getting the champagne or the red cordial out, and he picks up night number 1, night number 2. Brett Jr. Morris grabbed third behind Jordan McDonnell. At the moment, Hayden Warrington with a 15.533. Let's keep an eye on these times as they cycle through. Up on the racetrack, David Sanford, who we had in the booth last night, he is out there tonight. He's gone second, quick with a 15.424. Daniel Gow in the 61 lays down a 15.491. He jumps to position 3. So a bit of a mix-up in the order. There's a lot of fast cars that aren't inside of the top 10 at the moment. James Rice now moving to position 3 with a 15. Make that 4th as Gavin Sadler goes quick time, if you don't mind, in cut of a 60 with a 15.204. But Joel Berkeley, your winner from last night, he's made his intentions very, very clear. And he's just jumped up to the number 1 spot with a 15.166, of course. Berkeley picked up the Fast Qualifier Award last night, followed by a heat win, and leading all 35 laps at the Knoxville Raceway, making it 45 from 45. So at the moment, we've had 2 minutes of practice. Lewis Clark in the 111 machine, third, quick with a 15.281. He goes a little quick with a 15.241. Ryan Gorton in the 888 jumps to position 9 with a 15.463. Jackson Callow on the racetrack in car 42, 20th with a 15.561. Brett Jr. Morris, your third place runner from last night. Brayton Davison on the racetrack as well. We're on the top side of the racetrack. We'll see if he can better his 15.635. He cannot. He sits 27th quick. Ryan Harris on the speedway with a 15.869. So between your top 59 drivers, you're looking at around a 2.1 second difference. Of course, it gets a little tighter. 1 second difference between your top 53. You look at half a second between your top 32. So there isn't very little in it at the moment. 59 drivers officially clocked in here tonight, of course, night number 2 of the Dirt Leagues Australia Alpha Finance Midget Speedweek here at Lanier National Speedway. Yes, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're all across the 3 platforms this evening. Of course, all streams are in 1080p HD, and well, we hope you enjoy the coverage tonight for round number 2, or night 2, we should say. Of course, we've still got 3 more racetracks to come up after this one. Of course, over the next 3 nights, we head to, I believe, Limaland tomorrow night, and then Kokomo on Thursday. And then to wrap things up, we finish up at Eldora Speedway. So there's going to be a lot of slide jobs and a lot of racing. The 99 of Griffin Gardner. Griffin Gardner in the 99. Getting set to roll out onto the racetrack. He's got about 40 seconds to get a lap time in, and he will be our 60th car to put in a time. And, well, personally, I don't think Gardner's going to beat the 15.166 that we have here tonight. Joel Berkeley once again going quick time this evening, looking to make it 2 for 2. Of course, we will chat to, hopefully, we'll chat to our podium after tonight's main event. Of course, I believe the feature event is going to be bumped up to maybe 40 or 50 laps. We've still got 4 heat races to come, plus a 12 or 15 lap C main, and then a 20 lap B main, and then the main event. Checkered flag out on qualifying session, and well done to Joel Berkeley. In fact, we have 5 heat races here. Top 4 will go through, taking a 24 car field once again. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion starting grid for heat race number 1. Starting on pole, tonight's fastest qualifier in car number 5, it's Joel Berkeley. To his outside, starting position 2, that's the 19 of Hayden Warrington. Inside second row, car number 61, Daniel Gow, lining up to his outside, the 46 of Aaron Humble. Starting position 5, the 42 of Jackson Callow, to his outside, in the 777. Starting position 6, it's Dwan Precy. Nick Tuller in the 57 will start position 7. To his outside, the 49 of Zachary Phelan will start position number 8. Position 9, the 39 of Sean Wilson will start alongside the 28 of Otis Caldwell out of position number 10. Your 11th starter in car number 47, Brady Baldwin, and starting position 12 in the 03, it's Jacob Dixon. That is your 12 starters. A 12 car field here this evening. 12 cars in each heat race. Top 4 advance straight to the main event. The rest of the drivers go into the B and C. Of course, no yellows in the heats B or C. Of course, we do have yellows in the main event as well. Each yellow we see, we generally lose 3 green flag laps. We may lose 4, just depending on where the drivers are on the racetrack. Here we go, 12 laps. The distance, 12 cars. Night number 2 is about to start. Green flag is out and we're underway. And the outside row got a great start going down into turn number 1 and 2. Warrington moves to the top side of the racetrack. Humble down low will take the lead. Down the back straightaway momentarily. Here comes Warrington right through the middle. And Berkeley as well, trying to go through the middle as Warrington went to the top side of the racetrack. Humble leads lap number 1. Now Berkeley right through the middle of turns 1 and 2, trying to get back by Aaron Humble. It's the first lap that Berkeley has not led all Speed Week, and it happens to be the opening lap of the night. He's not going to lead the next one either, because Aaron Humble hangs on to that top spot. Started position 4, and got a great start up on that outside, as did the outside row. Berkeley trying to come back and Humble through turns 3 and 4, running the middle groove, and the race is on for your top spot. Humble continues to work down low. Right on that apron on the inside. Berkeley's got to run down the back straight away. Into turns number 3 and 4. And Berkeley going to come off turn number 4. He's found something through the middle. Berkeley takes back over the race lead. As they go into turn number 1 and 2, we try and watch the battle behind them right now. It is Daniel Gow and Hayden Warrington side by side for 3rd and 4th. Both drivers locked up into a transfer spot at the moment. But here comes Humble. Back up the inside again of Berkeley. Drivers continuing to go side by side at the moment. Who is going to be the first driver to try the top side of the racetrack tonight after a very long practice? Well, I shouldn't say long. It was about 25 minutes, and then the track was fairly worn in after practice. Of course, it will roll over. Berkeley continues to lead as we went past the halfway stage. 7 down, 5 to go. Just a handful of laps. And here comes the 61 of Daniel Gow, rolling his way through the middle again, just following the line that Berkeley's running. Can Gow make a run for second here? He's got a great run through turns 1 and 2. Humble continues to work low through 1 and 2 as well. Now he's going to be under pressure here from the 61 of Daniel Gow. Side by side, Humble had it by half a car length. There was barely minimal in it. About, well, less than a half a tenth. A quarter of a tenth it might have been, in fact. Slider from Gow on Humble. The race is on right now for second and third. Fourth is still Hayden Warrington. You go back to Jackson Callow, I should say, who is about 2 seconds off your fourth place driver. Humble, Gow trading sliders once again. The white flag is out one more time around the racetrack. Berkeley sees the white at the line. Almost a dead heat between Gow and Humble. Humble's going to have it. He gets the run off at turn 2. Down the back straight away for the final time into turns 3 and 4. Berkeley gets the win. The Kiwis are going to go battle. And Daniel Gow picks up position number 2 at the line. He grabs second. Humble third. Fourth goes to Hayden Warrington. Jackson Callow, Jacob Dixon, Sean Wilson, Nick Tuller, Zach Phelan, Brady Baldwin, Dwan Precy, and Otis Cordwell. Your 12 finishers in heat number 1. Exciting stuff there to open up the night. I'll see if I don't know why I didn't change nothing, Gordo, but I'll see if I can't get it back. Changing or go back to the rewind situation. But here we go, your wicked cushion starting grid. Well, welcome in, Carl. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion starting grid. Starting on the pole is going to be Gavin Sadler to his outside, Trent Gosley. Starting position 3, Jordan McDonnell. Starting position 4, Matt Reed. Brett Gerard's in position 5, Brayton Davison, position 6. Position 7, Danny Vassell. Position 8, Cam Taylor. Jake Burton in 9th, Ryan Harris. In 10th, Thomas Paul and Stevie Love. Round out this 12-car field in heat race number 2. Just bear with me, Gordo. I'm going to try and have a look to see what the issue is. I haven't done anything different. Just give that all a bit of a refresh as we get set. Heat number 2.
Green flag.
Green flag is out and we're underway. Heat 2. And there's a big cluster of cars 3 wide. Off at turn 2 on the opening lap. Your leader looks to be Sadler. From Jordan McDonnell, Trent Gosley and Brayton Davison in 4th. You go back to Matt Reed, Brett Gerard, side by side. Gerard's almost got to the back of Reed and sort of checked up a bit. Meanwhile, battle on for 3rd and 4th. Davison leaning on Gosley off of turn number 4. Gordo, let me know if that worked. Refresh and try. Gerard's holding down position 5, but at the moment, he's 1 spot out of a transfer as Jordan McDonnell comes back onto the racetrack. Brayton Davison to his inside, Gavin Sadler. Leading the opening 3 laps here as McDonnell gets shuffled back to position 3 right now. Davison and that Speed Nation number 24 moving his way to position number 2. Watch from the infield camera right now. Sadler still the race leader. He's doing a nice job, but Brayton Davison is slowly marching that number 24 to the rear tail tank of that 60 out in front. Gavin Sadler. McDonnell in 3rd, Trent Gosley 4th, and then here comes Cam Taylor in that number 14 machine. He's got the red wheels on tonight, trying to make him go just a little bit faster. Oh, Davison caught the wall, going into turns 1. Taylor's trying to make the move on the inside. Slider there from McDonnell on Gosley. Sadler 7 down, 5 to go. A fantastic effort from that 60 entry. Here comes Gosley back to the outside. Oh, Bictonel, but here comes Brent Gerards as well. 3 wide for the transfer spot. 3 cars, 2 positions in the main event. Oh no, Gosley and Gerards, and talk about a stroke of luck for Cam Taylor. He now slots into position 4, but meanwhile, Brayton Davison in the 24. He's got a run on Sattler going into turns 3. Kind of doing what Berkeley was doing, except Davison, he's going right to the top of the racetrack. Oh no, a little bump there from Davison. A lap and a half to go. Sattler, can he hang on? Davison not going to give up without a fight just yet. He is rallying that top side of the racetrack. Can he make something happen here in the final lap? Sattler, 2 turns to hang on. Through 3 and 4, Davison going to duck down low. Battle for the lead off of turn 4. A drag race to the line, and whoa, what a finish. Sattler gets the win. Davison second, McDonnell third, and Cam Taylor with a stroke of luck grabs 4th. Danny Vassell, Jake Burton, Thomas Paul, Matt Reed, Brett Gerards, Stevie Love, Ryan Harris, and Trent Gosley, your 12 finishers in heat race number 1. Heat 2, excuse me, I apologise on that one. As we get to the 3rd heat of the night, let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. Starting on pole in the 111 car, Lewis Clark. To his outside in car 71, it's David Sanford. Starting position 3, car number 32 of Joshua Anderson. To his outside at a position 4, the 7 of Milton Curtis. Dylan Carroll, car 62, will start position 5, starting position 6 to 56 of Nathan Norman. Rob Bowden in the 16 will start position 7. Josh Humble in car 50 will start position number 8. Griffin Gardner in the 99 will start position 9. Jared Steen in the 91 will start position 10. Jacob Penno will start on the inside of the final row in car 59 out of position 11. And to his outside in car 54, Ethan Bastain. Twelve laps on the board, heat number 3. Green flag out. Lewis Clark, David Sanford will lead the field down the front straightaway. Sanford quickly ducks down low into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide at the back of the pack right now, but it is going to be Lewis Clark to lead this field down the back straightaway for the first time in heat race number 3. Now look at the 7 of Milton Curtis working to the outside. 4, 5, nearly 6 wide if you don't mind. It is an absolute scramble-a-thon. They still go 3 wide. And look at that. The 3 wide battle is for that 4th and final transfer spot. The 71 of Sanford slides up in front of the 7 of Milton Curtis. Sanford putting the moves on Milton Curtis. They go down to turn 1 and 2. He stops. He protects that bottom side of the racetrack. Look at Josh Humble in the 50. He is working the outside. It's been a while since I've seen Josh Humble on the racetrack. What a way to come back. He's sitting 4th at the moment. Oh, up the inside of Milton Curtis. There was contact off a turn 4. Turn 4. Now a slider from Humble into turn number 1 and 2. Curtis back to position 4. Going to look for that slide job back on Aaron Humble. Humble seems to be the only driver that is making the top side work at the moment. And look out, David Sanford, because here comes Josh Humble. I think I might have called him Aaron just before. G'day, Snigger. Battle is on now for second. Humble, that's Josh Humble in the 50 in the grey and blue. Number 50 on the outside of turns 1 and 2. He's got to run past Sanford. Sanford going to keep it pinned down to the bottom side of the racetrack. How about Lewis Clark? He's just checked out at the moment. He is gone. Still a good battle going on behind him right now for 5th and 6th. Joshua Anderson in the 32 on the outside, or through the middle, on the outside of the 16. That's Rob Bowden. Bowden peeks back up the inside. There's now, oh, here we go. David Sanford has gone up top. Maybe trying to play a little bit of defense or try and get that offense working again. Rails the top side through 3 and 4. Lewis Clark still the race leader. Josh Humble, David Sanford and Milton Curtis, your top 4. That they look like those 4 drivers will advance. Of course, there is still 3 and a bit laps to go. Lewis Clark, look at this, just dominating performance right now. He's got a 3.2 second advantage. Will that grow any bigger over the next 2.5 laps? I dare say we may even just get to about 3.5 seconds. He's a 10th quicker every lap. Sanford through the middle of 3 and 4. Little high on the exit of turn 4. Gets the cushion. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. The 91 of Jared Steen back on pit road along with Nathan Norman and Dylan Carroll. The white flag is out. One more time around the racetrack. Curtis going to put the move on Sanford. Sanford going to keep the foot in the bucket. Here comes Rob Bowden in the 16. I think it's too little too late at the moment. A slider from Curtis. It's going to be a crossover. No. Clark gets the win. Josh Humble second. Milton Curtis third. David Sanford fourth. You go back to Rob Bowden, Griffin Gardner, Josh Anderson, Jacob Penno, Bastain, Carol Steen, and Nathan Norman. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid for heat race number 4. Starting on pole in car number 21, it's Alan Tacken. To his outside in car number 11, James Rice. Starting position 3, the 37 of David Heinemann. He lines up alongside the gutter rat, James Robbie, in car 41 at a position number 4. At a position 5, the number 3 of Nathan Clive. He lines up alongside the 10 of Murray Howe. The 69 of Luke Sayer starts position 7. Starting position 8, 78 of John Schultz. Matt Hill in car 22 starts position 9. Starting position 10, the 17 of Jock Goodyear. Tristan Yelland in car 23 starts position 11 alongside Glenn Ince at a position 12 in car 58. Here we go. Oh, short up in there to Tacken, but the field gets bunched back up. Green flag is out. Tacken and Rice. There is Heilemann in the 37, peeking up the inside, trying to take over second spot. But James Rice has the run through the middle of turn number 3 and 4. He's going to move back into position 2. Meanwhile, Tacken, he will lead lap number 1. 3 wide for about 6th spot on the racetrack. Sayer through the middle. Jock Goodyear up on the top side of the racetrack in the 11 car. In fact, that's James Rice. It's not the 11 car. I apologise. It was the 22. That's Matt Hill. James Robbie, where he used to be on the bottom, the gutter rat. Rice up the outside of Tacken. The battle is on for the race lead. Four laps complete, 1/3 of the race distance. Tacken going to slide up in front of Rice. Rice has to get out of the gas big time. And Ricey just settles for second spot. at the moment. Then you go back to David Heilemann and Luke Sayer in the 69 in 4th. But here comes that 17 machine of Jock Goodyear to the outside, railing that cushion through turns 1 and 2. Keep an eye on this battle for the transfer spot unless we see Rice and Tacken continue to fight it out. Halfway home, 6 down, 6 to go. Almost 3 wide. Goodyear picks up 2 for the price of 1 in the space of a lap. And going to continue to work that outside groove. Lap car, Tristan Yellen. Now's Tacken and Rice both get by that number 23 car. We continue to run 1-2 at the moment. Ricey all over the back of Tacken. We go into 3 and 4. One goes low, one goes to the middle. Tacken, this will be about his first heat win in about 19 years, I reckon. If he can hang on, but I'll tell you what, Ricey, he's just as hungry as that number 21 to make their way through turns 3 and 4. We've got 3 laps to go. 3/4 of the race distance complete, and Alan Tacken still hangs on to that race lead, and just you get the feeling right now that Ricey is sort of only just putting the pressure on him. He's not trying to make the move because at the moment he's got an A-main spot on lockdown. They are nearly 2 seconds clear of third place driver Jock Goodyear. In fact, now it's going to go to about 2.1 seconds. Speaking of 1, the white flag is out right now. They come out of turn number 4. Tacken, your race leader from James Rice. As Rice tries something here in the last 3/8 of a mile of a racetrack. Does he do something on the final lap? He's got to run off at turn 2 down the back straight away. Not going to happen, I don't think. Alan Tacken is your winner. Heat race number 4. Tacken gets the spoils. James Rice second. Third is going to be Jock Goodyear. 4th will be David Heilemann. You go back to Luke Sayer, Matt Hill, John Schultz, Nathan Clive, Glenn Ince, Murray Howe, James Robbie. Back James Robbie, then Murray Howe, and Tristan Yellen to lap down. That completes heat number 4. Our final heat race of the night, we'll take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. Starting on pole, car number 18. Finished 3rd last night at the Knoxville Raceway. It is Brett Jr. Morris. To his outside in the 888, it'll be Ryan Gorton. Starting position 3, Bruce Smith in car number 40. Starting position 4, the 44 of Bailey Clive. Starting position 5, the 55 of Marcus Knitska. Starting position 6, the 6 of Matthew Gearing. Dean Thrower in the 48 will start position 7. Glenn Philpott in the 63 will start position 8. Josh Walton in the 81 will start position 9. Hayden Pascoe in the 51 will start position 10. Your final row on the inside, Carl Hoffman's in car number 20 will start position 11. And Noah Page will start position 12 in car number 52. Thank you very much, Vincent. I hope you enjoyed the show. Mitch, Brett Wheeler. The 5th and final heat race of the night. Before we get into the C main and then the B main, the top 4 will advance from the C to the B, and then the top 4 from the B will make the A. Oh, Mitch, I hope you love the show that we put on here. Green flag in the final heat race of the night. Very close quarter racing at the moment through turns 1 and 2 on the opening lap. They look to go 3, nearly 4 wide. There was a little contact there. They continue to go 3 wide. Knitska got shuffled back. He's going to lose a couple of spots. Now they go. The 44 of Clive. There's some heavy contact. They somehow will keep it going. But the top 5 cars have broken away from the rest of the field. Walton holds on to that 4th and final transfer spot. He's got Knitska in the 55, peeking back to the inside, looking for that 4th spot. Right in front of them, you got the 40 of Bruce Smith battling with Ryan Gorton. And your race leader, the 18 of Brett Jr. Morris. Mitch, this is a Speedweek deal. 5 nights of racing. Message the Dirt Leagues Australia page and I'll get you sorted. Morris leads Gordon. Smith in the 40. Smith now looking to pick up position 2 from Gordon. Gordon on the bottom side of the racetrack. Then you go back to Walton. Your top 4 is pretty much secured for the time being unless something drastic happens. Great battle for second and third right now. Smith on the outside in the 40 machine, I should say. And Gordon in the 888 car runs down low. Here comes Smith in the 40. Seems to be getting a run on your race leader. That time by, you're looking at 3/4 of a tenth quicker. A 15.721 for Bruce Smith and a 15.795 for Brett Junior Morris on the previous lap. We'll see what the times are this time by. Again, it's another 1/2 of a second. A 15.7 compared to a 15.8 right now. So Smith is slowly catching a race leader now. This time, Smith going to go to the top side in turns 3 and 4. We go back through the field. This field in this one is fairly spread out, single file right now. But we'll see if Smith can catch Morris. I tell you right now, he lost. Well, those 1/10 of a second that he picked up, or nearly 2/10 he just lost on the previous lap, going up to the top side of the racetrack. Brett Junior Morris still turning lap times in the 15.9 second bracket. Yeah, Vince. Yeah, I was on R Factor too, mate. I'm with all the New Zealand guys. Brett Junior Morris, Brayton Davison, Harry Edwards. White flag out on the racetrack right now. The final heat of the night and the final lap. And it's going to belong to Brett Junior Morris as long as he can get through 3 and 4. Hey, okay. Oh, there's a car upside down. I believe that was Kaniska trying to get off the racetrack. He does so just in time, but Brett Junior Morris for the win. Smith will grab second. Third is going to go to Ryan Gordon. Joshua Walton home in 4th. Then we go back to Matt Gearing, Glenn Philpott, Carl Hoffmans, Dean Thrower, Noah Page, Bailey Clive, Marcus Kanitzka, and Hayden Pascoe. Your heat races are done. Now it is time for tonight's C Main. And that will be up next on the program. The top 4 will advance. It'll be a 10-lap C Main, and we've got 16 cars. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. On the pole for tonight's C Main for night number 2 of the Alpha Finance Dirt Leagues Australia Midget Speedweek. It's going to be the 47 of Brady Baldwin. To his outside, car 68 of Stevie Love. On the inside of row number 2 in car number 91, Jared Steen. To his outside, the gutter rat of James Robbie starts position 4. Marcus Kanitzka will start position 5 in the 55. Otis Caldwell in the 28 will start position 6. Ryan Harris in the 45 will start position 7. Scheduled to start position 8 is the 62 of Dylan Carroll. Murray Howe will line up in position 9 in car number 10. Starting position 10, the 44 of Bailey Clive. 11th starter in the 666, Harry Edwards. He lines up alongside the 4 of Trent Gosley. Nathan Norman in the 56 starts position 13. Tristan Yelland in the 23 starts position 14. And position 15 is going to be Hayden Pascoe in the 51. Dylan Carroll not taking the grid. So 14 cars at outside row from row 5 will move up. So that'll put Bailey Clive out of position 8. Trent Gosley out of position 10. And Tristan Yelland out of position 12. Drivers go one more time around the Lanier National Speedway, 3/8 of a mile racetrack. Behind that Ford Mustang iRacing pace car. Lights are out. The drivers cannot go until the green flag. 10 laps the distance. Top 4 advancing.
Ready, green flag.
Green flag in tonight's C Main, and we are green. This will be an all-out brawl. Look at the 44 of Clive trying to make it up the inside, looking to pick up a few spots, and they go 4-5 wide. Oh, that was never going to end well. Harris in the TTL 45. He got the worst of that one. They continue to go 3 wide and 2 wide now down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Look at Harris, and here we go. Look at James Robbie working to the outside. He picks up 2 for 1 on the top side. Now half spins the car, keeps it going very loose, tucks in behind Brady Baldwin. And here comes Steen and Bailey Clive. Top 4, they run in rows of 2 by 2. A slider from Steen on Clive. And there is Robbie on the outside. Left front, met right rear, 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. Robbie. Contact with Steen again, going into 3 and 4. Now here comes Trent Gosley in the 4 machine. Uh-oh, the 28 of Otis Caldwell stuck up on the inside on the entry into turn number 1. Thankfully, everyone looked to get out of that one. Oh no, James Robbie. He's talking about a tough couple of laps. He is gone from in the race lead for a moment or back to second. He is now sitting in position 8. Harry Edwards in the 666 started at the back of this one. Now he's making his way and a run towards your top 5, but it's the top 4 that go on. And Edwards now picks up position number 5. Track is very, very slick right now and very racy, I must say. There's a top if you can hit it right. Somewhat of a middle, but the bottom side at the moment is that's the place where you want to be. We watch Edwards stalking on Bailey Clive and Jared Steen. Any mistake, he's going to be there to pounce, although he's going to look to try and make his own run. Clive and Steen. Here comes Edwards down to the inside. The double slide job, 2 for 1. There you go, 3 wide. Clive and Steen. He split Edwards like a banana split. White flag is out. Battle for the race lead. Gosley's got the race lead from Brady Baldwin. 3rd, Jared Steen. Clive in 4th. 5th is going to be Edwards. There's contact for positions 4 right now. Edwards up the inside. Clive through the middle. Gosley gets the win. 2nd goes to Baldwin. 3rd is going to be Steen. 4th will go to Harry Edwards. Bailey Clive, he might be PI55 ED right now. But I tell you what, the top 4 advancing on. The rest of the drivers from 5th on back, they will move their cars into the haulers. They are done. 15 lap B main up next. I believe this is going to be a B main. Let's take a look. In fact, I apologise. That was our D main. This is the B main. So that was your D main, the 10 lapper. This is tonight's C main. 15 laps, top 4 advancing. Yep, got it, Russ. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. Well, who was going to do it? Who was going to run the alphabet soup? There's only 4 drivers at the moment that are looking to continue on. Who are those 4 drivers? We'll find out. John Schultz will line up on the front row alongside Carl Hoffmans. Row 2, Nick Tuller and Matt Reed. Row 3, Jacob Penno, Nathan Clive. Row 4, Dean Thrower and Zach Phelan. Brett Gerards and Ethan Bastain. Row 5, Row 6, Glenn Ince and Noah Page. Trent Gosley and Brady Baldwin. Row 7 and Row 8, Jared Steen and Harry Edwards. 60 cars for night number 2. We had a full field last night again. So it just goes to show you right now the competition level to make that 24 car field. That is accomplishment in its own right on each night. And as a driver that wants to pick up the championship, they need to be consistent as they can. 15 laps the distance here, tonight's C main. We just had the D main full of 10 laps. Top 4 going to advance, and that car starting position 6 just got into the back of the car that was starting 4th. Not sure who that was there. Didn't quite catch that, but Continue the race on as they go 3 wide right now. There's heavy contact here on the opening lap. The drivers just trying to sort themselves out right now. 66 of Matt Reid up the inside of Dean Thrower. Then you throw in Jacob Penno as well. Thrower going to look to the outside and looking to run high through 3 and 4. Trying to get a run, trying to get by the drivers in 4th and 5th at the moment. He goes through the middle, gets a little tight. Here's Thrower. Battle is on right now. Matt Reid up the inside of Carl Hoffman with a little bit of a slide job going into turns 3. Hoffman's trying to turn it back underneath you now. Here comes the 53 of Gerard's up the inside of Dean Thrower. Thrower back to 6. But now he's going to look to get 2 for 1 on that exchange on the exit of turn 2. So Thrower put him into the 4th and final transfer spot. Oh! Dear, he got used up. And look at Harry Edwards now making his way forward as well from the back of the bus, from position 16 to position 5. Penno tries to shut the door on him. Edwards not going to take too lightly to that one. Oh, throw, no, car upside down. Trying to think who that might have been. Didn't quite catch it. It happened so fast. Maybe Noel Page in the 52, I'm not too sure. Nick Tully, a race leader from Matt Reid, John Schultz and Brett Gerard. The top 4, that's those top 4 right there. Then you go back to Edwards, Penno, Gosley, Thrower. Man, Thrower's had a shocking run with just contact with other drivers. Just battle for 3rd again between Gerard and Schultz. Gerard on the outside of Schultz in the 78 machine. Nick Tuller continues to lead the field in tonight's C main. As we go past the halfway stage, 8 down, 7 to go. Night number 2 of the Alpha Finance Dirt Leagues Australia Midget Speedweek. New race leader will be Matt Reid. Nick Tuller back to position 2. Brett Gerard's cleared away from John Schultz for 3rd. Schultz back to 4th. Edwards has got 5 laps to go to reel in just under 8/10 of a second. Can he do it? We watch Gerard all over the back of Tuller through 1 and 2. In fact, he goes high. Tuller goes low. Gerard gets a run down the back straight away through the middle of 3 and 4 once again. So we are seeing multiple lines at the moment. Some drivers have been able to work the middle better than what drivers are able to work the bottom side of the racetrack. Here goes Tuller. It's a little too sideways, makes a little bit of a mistake. Fights back up the inside. Won't pull the slide job. He hangs on to position 2 at the line. Very, very close. Gerard has it. No, in fact, it was Tuller who had it. Look at the top 3 right now. The race is on. And then you got Penno and Edwards fighting it out for 5th and 6th. How do you go away from this top 3 right now? Reid, Gerard's, Tuller. Here comes Gerard in that 53 machine. He's just been pestering that middle line this entire race. And Matt Reid on the final lap, 3/8 of a mile left to run in tonight's C main. He looks to have it through turns 3 and 4. Gerard doesn't need to do anything silly. He won't. Matt Reid off of turn 4 gets the win. Gerard 2nd, 3rd Nick Tuller. 4th is going to be Harry Edwards. Oh boy, oh boy. He is doing the alphabet soup tonight. He's had his wheat bix. And he has gone from position 16 to position number 4. G'day, Robbie. The 666 is on a mission. Now, your last chance showdown, the B main, 20 laps the distance, 17 cars in this one. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. On the pole for tonight's B main in car number 42, Jackson Callow. To his outside, the 97 of Dan Vassell. Starting position 3, the 16 of Rob Bowden. To his outside in the 69, Luke Sayer. Starting position 5 in the 6, it is Matt Gearing. In the 03, Jacob Dixon starts position 6. Jake Burton in the 33 will start position 7 alongside Griffin Gardner in the 99 out of position 8. Matt Hill in the 22 will start position 9. Glenn Philpott in the 63 starts position 10. Sean Wilson in the 39 starts 11. Thomas Paul in the 305 will start 12. Joshua Anderson in the 32 will start 13th. Your C main winner, Matt Reed in the 66 will start 14. Brett Gerrard and Nick Tuller will occupy row number 8. And your final starter, he's got his red cordial out. He is pumped from Gaza Media. Also in that Gaza Media Speed Nation 666 car, it's none other than Harry Edwards. So we'll see what that Gaza Media car can do. Jacob, oh, you got Jacob Dixon for the win. I don't know who to pick for this one. I'm going to go Jackson Callow starting on the pole. Here we go. Green flag, waiting, waiting, waiting. 20 laps, top 4, green flag. We're underway. Tonight's B main. Look at this, 3 wide already for the minor placings. Sayer, Vassell and Bowden. 3 wide in the 3 and 4. Car upside down, that may be... In fact, I believe it was Thomas Paul. Bowden up the inside of Callow into 3 and 4. Vassell through the middle. Callow with a slider on Vassell. Here comes Sayer in the 69 car. Vassell with a slide job, and look at the 33 of Jake Burton. Burton picks up 2 for 1 in the space of a turn into a transfer spot. Into 3rd in that 33 machine. Callow comes down the racetrack, and as does Sayer. Oh, tight was the 33 of Burton. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Burton and Vassell contact into 3. Sayer up to position 2. Vassell 3rd, and now Jake Burton 4th. And he's got a swarm of cars trying to take over that 4th and final transfer spot. Good luck and trying to hang on to that one. Look at the car, the inside. It's a 66 of Matt Reed. Reed was your C main winner. He started position 14 on the field, I think it was. And now already into position 5 after just 5.5 laps. Now gets the transfer spot. Look at the 63 of Glenn Philpott work on the top side of the racetrack. Geez, Matt Reed is super fast right now. Not going to lie, there's every chance that 66, there's every chance he's going to win the B main as well. Now, no cautions in this one, so it's caution free. But of course, that may change come A main time. Bowden, Sayer, Reed, Vassell, and now here comes Brett Gerrard from 15th as well. So the guys that finish 1-2 in the C main, they run 4th and 5th. At the moment, one of them are only going to get that spot. What a race, Vassell, Reed and Gerrard. Bowden continues just to lead this field in that tanked number 16 machine. Luke Sayer in the 69 car. Oh, Vassell a little out of shape on the exit of turn 4. Gerrard had to really get on the brakes and get off the gas to stop from getting into the back of that 14. Look how wide Vassell is going. That's because he's trying to get a run through the middle of the racetrack. We go back through the field here. Harry Edwards still trying to tear that wall down on the top side of the racetrack, trying to make something happen. Oh no, Matt Hill contact with the 99 of Griffin Gardner, I believe. Edwards in 9th. We go back towards your top 4, top 5 in fact. We look at the guys in 2nd and 3rd. Sayer in the 69, Reed in the 66. 7 to go. 7 to go right now for your race leader, Rob Bowden. Jeez, I cannot wait for the 50 lap main event. I believe it's 50 laps. It is going to be brutal. Bowden with 5 and a bit to go as he goes through turns 3 and 4. The flagman sticks 5 fingers out, indicating 5 laps remaining. Sayer still holds down position 2. Matt Hill in the 22, going a lap down, just trying to stay out of the way, and we'll let the leaders go on by. Battle on for 3rd and 4th again right now. Reed and Gerard. Vassal had an incident where he went upside down, and he's a lap down as well, so put Gerard and Reed into 3rd and 4th. In fact, yep, Gerard's into 3rd, Reed back to position 4. Sayer slowly closing the gap on Bowden. Bowden has just been making those couple little errors late in the race. Oh, slider from Reed on Gerard. But the battle right now is going on for 1st and 3rd. These drivers, they are well clear. They are 3.5 seconds. That's 4th place. In fact, the gap back to 5th is now nearly 6 seconds. These guys can just cruise. Just put it on cruise control and just set sail for the last lap. Rob Bowden, the white flag is out. For the final time in the B main. Down the back straight away. 2 turns to go. 2 left-hand or right-hand turns. You got to turn right to go left. Rob Bowden with the win. 2nd going to go to Luke Sayer. 3rd, Brett Gerard, and an awesome drive from position 15th. He gets 3rd, and Matt Reed from 14th to position 4. So Brett Gerard and Matt Reed take a bow. That was an awesome drive from not only the C main, but now they will make it into the show. A quick little 2-minute warm-up session. That'll give us a chance to thank our sponsors, of course, here at Ultimate Dirt TV, of course. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion. You can check them out on the web at www.wicked-cushion.com, or you can check them out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Check out SimWorks Performance. Check them out on Facebook as well. They build computers specifically, or they build computers designed to run iRacing. Check out BK Designs as well for all your logo and trading paint needs. You've got a car that you want painted up, check out BK Designs, and of course has a media for all the stuff that he does behind the scenes with the ATVO stuff. Of course, we just released some news just a couple of hours ago that as of next season, we have a new sponsor coming on board. Of course, you can check out our page for that one. Still got, of course, we want to welcome back Hazza Media, SimWorks Performance, and BK Designs for the following season as well. We're just waiting on maybe a couple more announcements regarding some sponsorship. If you want to get your logos and your company out on the broadcast that we do here on Ultimate Dirt TV, we are live probably anywhere from 5 to 10 times a week, but it doesn't only cover broadcasts, of course, our personal streams that we do here, and we are live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch as well. I'm going to take a quick break. Of course, if you want to donate to the stream, you can do. You can send us some stars on Facebook, or if you want to donate directly, there is a PayPal link right there as well. Alright, it is time for tonight's main event. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. Starting on pole, car number 5, Joel Berkeley to his outside the 60 of Gavin Sadler.
Welcome to the main
Starting
event.
position 3, the 111 of Lewis Clark alongside the 21 of Alan Tacken out of position 4. Brett Junior Morris will start position 5. Daniel Gow will start position 6.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Position 7, Brayden Davison alongside Josh Humble in position 8. Position 9, James Rice out of position 10, Bruce Smith. Position 11, Aaron Humble. Position 12, the 9 of Jordan McDonnell. Milton Curtis will start 13th. Jock Goodyear in 14th. Ryan Gorton 15th. Hayden Warrington 16th. Cam Taylor, David Sanford, David Harleman, Josh Walton, Rob Bowden, Luke Sayer, Brett Gerrard, and Matt Reed, your 24 starters. Drivers getting the 1 to green signal right now. 50 laps on the board. It's time to get down and dirty. Night number 2 of the Alpha Finance Dirt Leagues Australia Midget Speedweek here at Lanier. We get set to go green off at turn number 4. Green flag is out and we are underway. It is busy right now on the opening lap. 3 wide, multiple 3. There's even a 4 wide as well. Look at Ricey right through the middle. He's got about 19 other cars around the outside and on his inside. He makes it stick through the middle. Ricey into position number 5. Look at the 61 of Daniel Gow up the inside of Humble. That was Josh Humble. Aaron Humble comes through as well. We may just have a caution. No, we stay green for the moment. Everyone fighting for position. Rice up the inside of Brayden Davison. Davison to the cushion on the exit of turn 4. He gets the car up on 2 wheels. Comes back down the racetrack. Gets to the bottom side in turns 1 and 2. Rice up to P4. Davison back to P5. Humble, that's Aaron Humble in the 46, the yellow and black. Up the inside of Daniel Gow. Look at that. He's so close. There's contact there. Oh, Josh Humble. Cam Taylor making his way through the field as well. 50 laps. It is a long way. Look at Jock Goodyear in the 17. Work that outside groove. Berkeley race leader Lewis Clark slowly catching the number 5 machine. There's Alan Tacken. He's gone already early in this one. Unfortunately, because he had a good start to the night. And it was pear-shaped from there. We watch Brett Junior Morris in the 18. Holding down position 3 at the moment. Ricey back to P4. And then this battle. Look at the 3 Kiwis going at it. Davison on the outside. Gow through the middle. And then, of course, Aaron Humble in the 46. And you go back to the 40 of Bruce Smith and Jock Goodyear as well. Goodyear's making a run and certainly going to stake his claim on the top side of the racetrack in that 17 machine up top. Humble, Gow, Davison. Oh, Davison got a little tight on the entry into turn number 1. He was on that cushion. Gow, Humble continue. They race side by side, and would you believe it, 10 laps complete off a turn number 4. We are 20% of the race complete, done. Berkeley, your race leader. Here comes Clark again, back at him. It's Lewis Clark in the 111, 3rd, Brett Junior Morris. There is a lot of throttle control out on this racetrack right now because you still see cars and, well, they are running the bottom side. I dare say these drivers might have put a higher gearing in. Look at Davison working to the top side again. Taylor along with David Harleman. They continue to make their way through the field. Goodyear with a slider on the 40. Caution flag flies.
Kind of talk me through what's going on again.
It could be the 19 of Hayden Warrington. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. As we watch the 19 of Hayden Warrington here, I'm just going to see what happened. fact, nothing happened. He was just pulling up on the front stretch, trying to get out of the way, and unfortunately, it is going to disrupt this field and going to bring out a caution for the first time. So not actually a racing incident, but more so the fact that just trying to get off the racetrack, and unfortunately, that is our first yellow of the night. Of course, we know what happens when cautions come out. Yes, they can. Cautions can breed cautions. The lights out on the pace vehicle, the Ford Mustang pace vehicle. Single file restart for tonight.
Green flag.
Berkeley hits the cushion and then drives back down the racetrack to get a good start in this one. That will be 16 down and 34 to go. So we've got a good 12 to 13 laps of green flag before the first caution. Let's hope these drivers can once again give the room like they did at the start of the race. And let's get as many laps in as we can, boys. Here comes Morris, Brett Jr. Morris in that 18 machine. He looked to the inside on Lewis Clark through 1 and 2. Clark through the middle of 3 and 4. Morris a car lane lower than Lewis Clark. Here comes Ricey in the 11 machine working down low, but Humble, Gow and Davison again. Now you throw in Cam Taylor. And this 4-car battle for positions 5, 6 and 7. They are 3 wide. Cam Taylor almost caught the best seat in the house other than us up here in the commentary box. Gow got off the gas big time because Humble was way loose. And Gow got a great run on the bottom side. He found grip on the extreme inside wall. Oh, Humble hang on to it. What a save. Davison working the outside on Gow again. This is 2 New Zealand champions. You got the 410 wingless champion in Brayton Davison, and you got the 410 wing champion in Daniel Gow. Davison works the top side of the racetrack. Be careful not to mess your hair up. Down low into 3 and 4. Ricey trying to reel in 3rd place. Brett Jr. Morris. Wouldn't this be a night if Ricey was able to get 3rd? In that JR Productions and Media. The BK Designs painted car is up the front. First night back in a midget in a long time. And he is just making it look easy. Oh, the 16 of Rob Bowden. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. So they went... Well, they did go 3 wide there. And there was some contact with Sadler. Unfortunately, he was just a sitting duck. And, of course, by that time, he's trying to get off the racetrack. But, of course, we know how long iRacing takes to get the cars off the racetrack sometimes. Back to live pictures as we cross the halfway stage in this 50 lapper tonight. 25 down, 25 to go. It'll be 27 complete with 23 remain when they get the green flag off of turn number 4. Next time by as they roll through 3 and 4. The next time by, the lights out on the Ford Mustang pace car will turn off. Berkeley once again, the pace car will exit. He'll hit the cushion at about probably that great clip sign and drive down.
Green, green, green.
Well, the NASCAR sign doesn't really matter. Green flag is out. And once again, these drivers get underway. Here comes Davison up the inside of Rice into turns number 1 and 2. But look at Brett Jr. Morris. Caution, caution, caution early on. That's going to be Joshua Walton. Take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. So there's the restart. Got up on the outside and then the blinking Josh Walton. So weren't too sure what happened to him, but So 24 of the best on the night for night number 2 of the Dirt Leagues Australia Alpha Finance Midget Speedweek. Not sure what's going on with Berkeley's internet connection, but well, let me say it's oh, there he is. Doing good. I was going to say it's already happened once before. Lights are out. 19 remain. As I said, check out Dirt Leagues Australia. Mitch, check him out on Facebook. Give him a like and a follow, and everyone else. While you're there, check him out. Give him the thumbs up. Green flag is out. And your A main is back underway. Top 4 goes straight to the bottom. Brayton Davison in 5th to the top side of the racetrack. That's your top 5 on screen from left to right. Berkeley leads in the 9 machine. Lewis Clark in 2nd. Brett Junior Morris 3rd. Ricey 4. Oh, Brayton Davison. Hang on, son. Back on all 4s. Send him to the hairdressers. I think his hair had just gotten messed up. So we watched the 24, the Speed Nation 24, the red, white, and black entry. Go to the middle of 3 and 4. Watch him get to the cushion. And boys, hang on. The grip roll is real. Let's try and get another angle or another shot of that one from the roll bar. Try and get that in slow motion. In fact, we've got it in. We got that one in slow motion. There's the Speed Nation car. Just into the wall. There's the grip roll. And right about there, as he tries his best Logan Seavey impression after doing a roll. Surely we've got a hairdresser in the crowd. Can we get a hairdresser to the infield after the race, please? A hairdresser to the infield after the race. Brayton Davison needs his hair fixed. I'll tell you what, wasting no time on this one. 14 to go. Oh, Berkeley, a little bit of a mistake there on the exit of turn 4. It's got that inside wall. Once again, we keep an eye on our top 5s. We watch Humble and Jock Goodyear in the background running the top side of the racetrack. And how about Brett Gerards? From your C main, he is now in a top 5 spot in the A main. That is an epic drive from that 53. Clark back up the inside on Morris. Morris works back to the outside. And Ricey all over Morris like a fat kid on a cupcake. They go through 3 and 4. Morris gets tight. Rice had to back out of the gas, and here comes Ricey with a move on the inside into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Gerards as well. The final spot on the podium is up for grabs. Gerards with a slider on Rice. Rice quickly turns it back underneath him on the exit of turn 4. That gives Morris the advantage by about a car length over Ricey. And look at Cam Taylor in the 14 as well, along with Daniel Gow. Man, this battle for the top 5, other than your race leader in 2nd place, Berkeley and Clark, the battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and now you throw in 6th. Oh, caution is out.
Give me your 10th there, bud.
And Jordan McDonnell in the 9 car. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. Let's have a look at the 9 machine and see what happens here. He goes for the slide job, looks for the 2 for the price of 1. He gets it. Pulls a big slider. And then there was contact there with the 40 car of, I believe, Bruce Smith. Just turned it back underneath him, so a double slider from McDonnell. And Goodyear got through, but unfortunately Smith didn't. So McDonnell, after picking up a runner-up spot last night at Knoxville, finds himself credited with a 20th place position tonight. Lights out on the pace truck this time by 6 remain. Berkeley gets to the NASCAR Wayland sign, drives it down to the racetrack, and green flag is out. 6 to go. Morris and Clark. Then you got Gerard and Rice. The top 5, Cam Taylor and Daniel Gow. Those drivers go side by side for position 6 and 7 on the racetrack. Ricey looking to try and get a run on the outside of Gerard, but the battle is on for 2nd and 3rd again. Here comes Morris down to the inside. Clark shuts the door in the middle of 1 and 2. He gets the drive off turn 2 down the back straightaway, sets his eyes on that number 5 machine. Now 4 laps to go. We're at the point of no return. If we see a caution or we see the yellow flag from here on out, it will end the race. And the way they will they won't restart, but the way they line up is the way they finish. Here comes Ricey through the middle. He may just have found something late in the race. He's on the outside of Gerard's. 3 to run. Oh, Gow almost got into the back of Ricey, and Cam Taylor had to avoid it as well. 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. How close is this, if you don't mind? And this is for P5. Oh boy, oh boy, oh no, Ricey got into the back of Gow. He kept it going. Well done, boys. Gerard's looking at the inside. Oh no, he hits the wall, hits Cam Taylor. Taylor had nowhere to go. The white flag is out. Berkeley, he is 2 turns away from going back to back. Through 3 and 4 for the final time, ladies and gentlemen. Joel Berkeley does it again. He goes 2 for 2. What a finish and what a race that was. It had it all, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Boy, oh boy, the fireworks just on the outside of turn 4. They go off. Let's take a look at Jazz Media finishing results for night number 2 of the Dirt Leagues Australia Alpha Finance Midget Speedweek here at Lanier. Berkeley with the win, and once again will lead all 50 laps in the main event. 2nd goes to Lewis Clark. Brett Junior Morris home in 3rd again. Daniel Gow 4th, and how about Brett Gerard from 23rd to P5. James Rice a solid drive in 6th. David Heileman honourable mention from 19th up to P7. Aaron Humble home in 8th. Jock Goodyear picks up 5 spots, finishes in 9th. Cam Taylor also picking up 7 spots and rounds out the top 10. We go over the page. 11th, Bruce Smith. Matt Reed from 24th to 12th. Luke Sayer from 22nd to position 13. Milton Curtis home in 14th. Josh Humble, 15th. Gavin Sadler. Brayton Davison, after messing up his hair and going upside down, comes back with a 17th place finish. Josh Walton, 18th. David Sanford, 19th. 20th was Jordan McDonnell. And our final 4 starters, Rob Bowden, 21st. Ryan Gorton, 22nd. Hayden Warrington, 23rd. And the first casualty, Alan Tacken, out after just 3 laps home in 24th spot. Woo-wee. What a race. What a night. Night number 2 of the Speed Week continues, and it's just been another phenomenal race and a phenomenal night here. Let's go down and chat with hopefully our top 3. I know we'll have 2 of them in here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get Lewis Clark in or not. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to try and wait on our top 3. Well, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to go straight down to Victory Lane and chat with the driver. He goes 2 for 2 and leads another clean 50 laps here tonight. Joel Berkeley. Joel, congratulations once again. Just another phenomenal drive from yourself. And, oh, you make it 2 from 2. You got to be pumped about that one.
Yeah, I can't complain. I did as you probably noticed in the heat race, I tried something wild with the setup and gearing tonight, which you probably noticed in the start of that heat. So I was just trying to maintain that on all them restarts, and it worked out in the end.
I think over the 2 nights so far, out of the nearly 100 laps, in fact, he's done 60 tonight, plus the 45 last night. So there's 105 laps. You've led 102 of them.
Yeah, I can't complain. Oh, I can complain. It should be all 105. I caught myself off with that start in that heat race of the gearing. Like, I ran a really low gearing tonight, and just to try and get some traction on the bottom, and well, it worked out in the end. So I think that's only something you can take to a track like that or Lanier tonight, because I don't know. I don't think you'll have a track that. I thought the track would have been more top, like the top would have been there more. So I tried trying something to make it work better on the bottom, and then it might have been able to hold people off on top compared to the Midget Nationals when I ran here. But the track didn't seem to have a top as much, so it was pretty much, I wasn't follow the leader, but yeah, sort of.
Yeah, there was a couple of times where sort of Lewis Clark was closing in on you a few times, but then all of a sudden, you sort of pull away from him again. Of course, throttle control at an all-time high. Did you go with a higher gearing here, considering that you guys weren't going to be on the throttle much, or did you sort of lower it down and just hope for the best?
I'm pretty sure everyone was running like 460s, 470s, and I went really stupid and ran a 3.9. So, as I said, I don't know if you noticed in that first heat how slow I was off the start line there. So I was just trying to get off the line.
Well, tell you what, didn't hurt your chances again here tonight in the feature event. As I said, you led all 50 laps again. 102 laps you've led out of the 105 that you've done. It's an incredible accomplishment over the first 2 nights. Again, another checkered flag, but of course, sponsor shoutouts. Who makes it all happen for you?
Yeah, it'll be different tomorrow night at Limeland, so hopefully it'll be cool. Hopefully we can have the day-night transition if it comes all good tomorrow, and give it a bit of difference to the broadcast. And yeah, but it's massive thanks to the guys at TTO Esports, Hyper Stimulator, down to graphics, Star Designs, Ultimate Dirt TV, Ashmedia Speedway footage, HTS, down to graphics, and all the teammates and everyone that helps out, and Zach for hosting and you for broadcasting, Brett.
All right, there we go. Joel Berkeley there, home with the win here. Well, now we'll chat to our second place driver in that 111 machine, Lewis Clark. Lewis, congratulations on a second. There was a couple of times where you almost had Joel, but I guess he was just too good in the end, and well, you had to settle for second.
Yeah, thanks. I didn't really have much for Joel. He was too good.
Yeah, sort of keen to sort of venture away from that bottom, maybe even try the middle or the top side sort of late in that race, knowing that the bottom side was or the whole track was slick.
Yeah, I decided at the start that I was just going to run the bottom, and I didn't think there was much up the top, so I just stuck there and held on for a second.
Well, not until the Speedweek, you come away with a second. I mean, you can't be too disappointed with that, considering that we had 60 drivers turn up, or 62 drivers, in fact, turn up tonight. So, I mean, it's a great accomplishment in itself to get second here.
Yeah, I'm stoked with it. Didn't really have any practice. I missed last night because it filled the room. So, yeah, pretty happy with how I ran tonight.
All right, well, look, before we let you get out of here, sponsors, shout-outs, who do you need to thank that makes this possible for you?
Just a big thanks to all the guys at Pace Syndicate, all the helps with setups and stuff, and, yeah, just mainly them.
All right, there we go. Lewis Clark there, home in second place, started third and picks up 1 position. Now we are going to go down the line and chat with, again, the third place finisher for the second night in a row, Brett Junior Morris. Brett, there was no controversy in the final lap tonight, but hey, a third place, and it was just a case of you had to sort of get in line and follow the guys on the bottom side.
Yeah, cheers, Brett. It was actually a really good race. Heaps of green flag laps and all that, and obviously Lewis and Joel kept it clean in front of me, and the last few laps was a bit of a struggle. It kind of just got off a bit when the fuel came out of the car, and was just trying to hug it down on the bottom because I knew no one could go around the outside of me. So, just hooked it on the bottom, and they got away a little bit. But we managed to have a little bit of a battle with Lewis in front of us because he would catch Joel, and then he would make a mistake, and then I would get him, and then it was kind of just follow the leader and try not make any mistakes tonight. But yeah, it was obviously heaps of fun, and I knew coming into tonight that the track was going to be black to the boards from qualifying, and which it was. So we changed the setup like heaps, and missed it a little bit in the feature there. We were a bit loose coming out of the corner, so the gear set was a little bit high, so the throttle control was pretty intense tonight.
Is there a case of you had pressure from behind you? Were you sort of worried about those guys? Because that Ricey was one of those guys that was sort of getting a run through the middle. Could you hear him sort of behind you there in that mid part of the race? Because you guys got a fair amount of green flag laps in.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I don't run a mirror or anything, and I definitely heard them behind me. But I knew if I just kept it on the bottom, they would either move me out of the way, which they didn't do, thankfully, and it was good to keep it clean and all that. So, but yeah, obviously, just kept it on the bottom, and there was no way they're going to go around the outside of me. So just kept the car straight out of the corner and entered in low.
Well, for the second night in a row, you grab a third place again. Another tough bunch of drivers here tonight. 62 drivers. Two third places for you in 2 nights. It's a good start to the speed week for you.
Yeah, cheers, Brett.
Before we let you get out of here, all that sponsors, shout outs, who makes it all happen for you, all the good stuff.
Yeah, obviously just everyone from Central Sim Racing, and Hayden and Matt, and obviously Matt didn't make it tonight. He was obviously working on his real life car. So, but yeah, Hayden didn't have the best run in the feature, so unlucky to him. But he'll be back tomorrow, hopefully better and stronger at Limaland. So yeah, shout out to all them, and obviously Jordan and Zach and David, and obviously you for putting on the stream.
All right, well done on third, and you never know. Hopefully we might chat to you again after the feature event.
Cheers, Brett.
There we go, Brett Junior Morris there home in third place tonight, and it's a phenomenal night. Again, another full field of cars to wrap up night number 2 of the Dirt Leagues Australia Alpha Finance Midget Speedweek here at Lanier National Speedway. Tomorrow night, we head to Limaland. Thursday, we go to Kokomo, and then we finish up with the final night on the Friday night at Eldora Speedway. It is going to be an absolute barn burner over the next 3 nights. The first 2 nights have been nothing short of spectacular racing. And once again, a big thanks to Alpha Finance, of course, for being the naming rights sponsor, along with Dirt Leagues Australia. Check all those guys out on Facebook and give them a like and a follow. And of course, while you're there, check out our sponsors as well. Wicked Cushion, BK Designs, Simworks Performance, and Hazza Media as well. Give them a like and a follow. Time to debrief here as we wrap up night number 2. On behalf of the entire team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and all the guys behind the scenes that make all this possible, it's Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back tomorrow night for night number 3. Can Berkeley be stopped, or will we see a new face in Victory Lane? Tune in tomorrow night, live right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Good night.